Alright, y'all. Let's talk Fat Pat. R.I.P. Fat Pat. Houston legend, Texas hip hop legend. Now, the whole Fat Pat situation is weird. Maybe somebody from Texas can explain it a little better for me. But here's what I want to say. And if you know Screwed Up Click, Swishahouse, all that. But everybody heard of Ghetto Boys, obviously. But Screwed Up Click, Swishahouse, all that came a little bit after the Ghetto Boys. And people got to remember, Houston's a big market. Houston has actually grown to be bigger than Philly now. So Houston's the fourth largest city. It used to go New York, LA, Chicago, Philly. Now it goes New York, LA, Chicago, Houston. And I believe Philly is now fifth. So Houston's a big market, and they love hip hop down there. And them boys did their thing. So Fat Pat situation is conflicting stories. So Fat Pat got shot February 3rd, 1998, R.I.P. Big loss for the Houston and Texas hip-hop scene. They said he was at the Meadow Southwest apartment complex. Some people say he went to knock on a promoter's door. He wasn't home, but then he was shot in the alley or shot in the hallway or the staircase or somewhere else other than the apartment. And he was left there for dead. And supposedly it was people in the car with him or what. I don't know what the details of it. Somebody from Texas can explain the details. I'm just getting the gist of it. So the other story though, guys, says that he actually went in the apartment and he got shot in the back of the head inside the apartment. Either or, they was going for the kill shot. They wanted Fat Pat dead. The guy's name, who the promoter he came to collect from, was Kenneth Weasel Watson. So, with that type of nickname, I don't know. Maybe you want to stay away from somebody with that type of a nickname. Not trying to be funny or disrespectful, nothing, but just if your name is Weasel, who knows? But Fat Pat did some great things. Everybody heard that. Wanna be a baller, shot caller. Like, that's what me, somebody who wasn't from Texas, that's what got me hip to the whole Screwed Up Click and the whole Houston scene outside of Ghetto Boys. Early 90s, it was Ghetto Boys. It's like, okay, these dudes from Texas, they fired Jay Prince, all that. You had Big Mike having things. You had a couple things, but when it really exploded and it popped was when they had Swishahouse and Screwed Up Click. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I believe Little Flip came under Screwed Up Click, but Slim Thug was from Swishahouse. I'm not sure which one Mike Jones was from. Y'all Texas hip-hop heads, y'all fill all that stuff out. But sad to say, Fat Pat died at the age 28. He was born in 1970. They killed the man in February. The odd thing about this one, guys, 8 years later, I believe, his brother was killed, Big Hawk. So I don't know if it's just some people who had some hate for him, people that was jealous of him. I don't know if it's some type of retaliation, something to do with women. I don't know. Egos, women, money, I don't know. But Big Hawk got killed. Fat Pat we lost too soon. I really wish I could have heard more Fat Pat stuff. People always talk about Fat Pat. He's heard nationally now, but just imagine right now if you could hear Fat Pat's voice on a Vlad TV or Breakfast Club or something that talks about 90s hip-hop or just hip-hop people in general. So, very sad situation. Either or, them boys from Houston did their thing. They came into the game, did what they were supposed to do. Fat Pat was one of those pioneers. He paved the way. Supposedly this crime is still unsolved, like so many hip-hop murders. Very frustrating, very sad. Hopefully one day we find out exactly what happened. And anybody in the comment section, if y'all know anything, leave me details about this. I don't want to sound like the FBI, but does anybody have any details on this Weasel promoter guy? Is he alive? He's still around? Like, what happened? What's going on? So, That's basically this portion of the Fat Pat story. R.I.P. brother. You're a legend.